This is Skip Heitzig, and I recently spent several weeks examining what the Bible says about Russia and Israel. These two nations are constantly in our headlines, and they play a prominent role in Bible prophecy. Here are some highlights from what I've discovered in the Bible about Russia's coming invasion of Israel.
Now, Persia is an ancient name for an ancient country. And it went by that name until 1935 when the name was changed to Iran, known in Texas as Iran. And it was called Iran until 1979 when the name changed again because of the Islamic Revolution in that country. And now it is the Islamic Republic of Iran. It is headed by an aggressively anti-Semitic, aggressively anti-American set of leaders. And today, here's what makes this interesting. Today there is forming an alliance between Moscow, between Magog and Persia. Iran and Russia are forming an alliance like we have never seen before in history. Started a few years back, and it is growing. Did you know that it was Russia that helped Iran build its nuclear facility? Did you know that today there are around 1,000 Russian nuclear scientists living and working in Iran? According to the Mossad, which is the Israeli intelligence agency, Iran has been delivering weapons to Russia in this war with Ukraine the past few months and plans to deliver more. What is baffling to some of us is that the American administration under Barack Obama made a deal with Iran to supply them with $100 billion. And as part of the deal, to send an airplane filled with $1.8 billion in cash. Why does that make us nervous? Why do we think that's a bad idea? Because Iran, did you know, Iran is the world's largest state sponsor of terrorism on the earth. They're the worst player out there, and we're sending them money. You know what Iran refers to us as, the United States? The Great Satan. Israel is the little Satan. They want it annihilated, and they call us the Great Satan. Here's an article from USA Today a few years back, and it's up on the screen. Quote, Russia and Iran are increasingly cooperating in multiple arenas. Notably, their joint efforts to preserve the regime of Syria's President Bashar Assad in his civil war by providing military support and diplomatic pressure on his behalf. Close quote. We're seeing the alignment. Next on the list is Ethiopia. Ethiopia is more of a modern name. The old translations, the Hebrew, in fact, says Cush. Cush. Cush, or Ethiopia, is the area south of Egypt, partly Ethiopia, but principally the country of Sudan. Sudan is the ally of Russia, as you might expect, and also the ally of Iran, and traditionally has been very anti-Israel. Next on the list is Libya. Now, Libya is the only country in this list that retains its ancient name. And it is listed here, but may include modern-day Algeria and Tunisia as well, given the area where this was settled. So we're dealing with here the Islamic states of the Upper Nile region. By the way, Libya is an ally with Russia, and Libya is an ally with Iran today. What's fascinating also about this prophecy isn't just who is mentioned, but who's not mentioned. Egypt is not mentioned. Egypt is a major country. Egypt for generations has been against Israel. There's some not nice things spoken against Egypt in the Bible. But Egypt is not mentioned in this coalition in the last days. And that's interesting because in 1979, Egypt signed a peace agreement with Israel. Under Anwar Sadat and Menachem Begin at the time, It has been in force ever since. And lately, Egypt, with its president today, is warming up to Israel.